CF is an invisible illness. You can't see anything on the outside. I look like your average healthy 30-year-old. A lot of times I think it's really shocking to people when they learn that though I look so healthy on the outside, my lungs are failing. That's a challenge. Really communicating to the people around me like how dire my situation is. CF is a genetic disease, and it is a progressive fatal disease that primarily affects the lungs and the digestive system. So it causes thick, sticky mucus to build up in the lungs, and that causes life-threatening lung infections. The hardest part about CF is that people with CF can't be together. We can share really dangerous bacteria only with one another, but not with healthy people. And so the only people in the world who really understand what you're living are the people that pose the biggest threat to your health. As a result of that, there's a vibrant and amazing online community that has developed. It's vital in so many ways, in terms of support and compassion and friendship and information. I wouldn't want to imagine my life without it. At the same time, connecting with so many other people with CF, you watch them through all stages of CF. You watch people suffer, and you experience friends pass away as a result of the same disease that you're living with. I'm part of one women's group where we share the deepest, darkest things with each other. It's sort of like this safe haven where we can really support each other. Such a unique group. Like, I know about these women the way they want to die, and I know the bacteria in their lungs, and I know the most bizarre things about them, but I will never meet them in person. I know some of their most personal and sometimes, toughest emotions. My path to patient advocacy was very unintentional. I started a master's program in bioethics and started exploring in an academic way a lot of the issues that I had been facing in a personal way for all my life. And I think it was the first time that it really got me thinking that I have a lot of experience and I have a lot to say, and I really think the medical community and the research community needs to hear it. Emily's Entourage is a 501c3 that my family, friends, and I co-founded in 2011 to accelerate research for new treatments and a cure for rare nonsense mutations of cystic fibrosis. So we give funds for research at various different academic institutions. In January, we held a first-of-its-kind scientific symposium at the Penn Orphan Disease Center, where we brought together leading scientists in the area of nonsense mutations and also CF. And we put them in a room and we got them talking and sharing. And it was the first time many of them had ever met each other. What we hope to do as Emily's Entourage is not only fund the science, but also be the agitator that gets people together, that sits them in a room, that focuses on problem solving for this mutation and tries to bring together the expertise of so many different people. We really believe that it's possible to cure this thing.
Every now and then, you meet someone who is an interminable force of nature. Someone so passionate and inspirational in all they do that they make you strive to be a better person. This person, for me, is Emily Kramer Golinkoff. Diagnosed with the life-shortening disease cystic fibrosis at just 6 weeks old, Emily, now 32, has shown an unwavering determination in her fight against this disease. You may remember Emily. She spoke here at the first Medicine X Ed to talk about the role that medical educators like you play in shaping the care that she receives. Each day, Emily spends countless hours on a rigorous routine of medications and breathing treatments in an effort to salvage every ounce of lung function, to stave off end-stage CF for as long as possible. Compelled by desperation and the realization that the current pipeline of new drugs for CF weren't going to help her, Emily and her family started Emily's Entourage, a nonprofit organization founded in 2011 focused on accelerating research, specifically for the nonsense mutations that Emily has. In its first week, they raised $40,000. Emily first spoke at Medicine X in 2013, and by early 2015, Emily's Entourage had raised over $1 million. Emily has created a research consortium and donated cells, allowing for personalized research on her specific mutations. In mid-2015, she was honored by the White House as a champion of change in healthcare. She has been a guest on The Doctors and has been featured in People and Time and on CNN and Yahoo Health for the work of her organization in transforming the research landscape to bring a personalized approach to research to get drugs to patients faster. Emily's Entourage has raised over $2.5 million since 2011, transforming the research landscape and laying the tracks of hope for life-saving treatments. In 2016, Emily was awarded the Rare Champion of Hope Award for Advocacy by Global Genes. Right now is their transition stage. This year, they raised more than $500,000 at their annual gala, which is a testament to a community that rises to the call and shows a strong trust and belief in their organization. They are hoping for similar success with an event that they're holding tonight in New York City. With their scientific research board, they've identified the key areas of research that they believe have the best chance at yielding a breakthrough therapy in the next 3 years. As a small and highly focused team, Emily's Entourage feels they can bring value to the research gaps, working on nonsense mutations, and more broadly, facilitating a global strategy that includes a new degree of collaboration and data sharing, turbocharging the research process, and producing breakthrough therapies in time to save lives, including Emily's. This is why this matters to me. This is my 7-year-old son, who was diagnosed with the same progressive and fatal genetic disease that Emily has. He too spends countless hours on a rigorous routine of medications and breathing treatments in an effort to salvage every ounce of his lung function. 21st century science cannot thrive on 19th century infrastructure. And watching Emily lay the tracks for change is what gives me hope. I am Emily's Entourage, and you can be too. Thank you.